Egas Canyon. It appears we're too late. No, I detect 2 ATACs in the center of the canyon. If we hurry, we can save them. But they're surrounded by a mob of Imperials. What do you think, Ione? Well, inside such a narrow space, we can easily cover each other's backs. But if that mob surrounds us as well, our only escape route will be cut off. Stay close and move quickly, or we'll watch these people die by the Empire's hands. That's not going to happen, Ione. Time for you to watch and learn from the best of the Avalon Corps, Bastion. Hey, I'm not a student, Reyna. I'm a teacher. Alright boys, I'm getting bored. It's time to bash these fools into scrap metal. And watch how hard you hit them. Nobody's gonna pay. Nobody's gonna buy any ATAC parts from us if they don't work. I don't care if you kill me, but have mercy. I'll let my friend to leave. He doesn't deserve this fate. The enemy is too numerous, Bastion. You must leave here until the battle's over. What are you saying, Father? I'm going to stand and fight with you, not run away. If we don't help these people, they'll die before our eyes, and I couldn't live with myself if that happened. This is my time, Father. Don't deny me this opportunity. I'm ready. You honor me with your bravery. Remember your training. Focus on. I know, Father, I know. I have no reason to worry about the boy. He has already shown great skill, but I cannot help it. Hey, boss, we've got company. Ha ha ha, woo, we're in luck today, boys. 4 more lambs led to the slaughter. Now, we don't need to have battle animations on here to get the ATACs for our ATAC viewer, because we've done this so many times that, yeah, we have them. Those strangers are helping us. I can barely believe my eyes. Are you too weak from hunger to think clearly, Barlow? Move closer to those friendly ATACs. How many times do I have to tell you, Devlin? I'm not fat. I have a glandular disorder. Okay, so now we begin the actual battle. And the key thing to remember, and I said it in the last battle, is although you want to kill the bandits, you want to try and hit them from the side or the front in order to maximize the amount of experience you get. It's very difficult because Camorge is around. So we're going to try and get as much experience as possible. So we're going to move Reyna up by the steps. We're going to move Bastion beside this Imperial. And what we're going to do is we're going to attack. Actually, we're going to move Bastion up here. We're going to try and avoid Camorge right now. And instead have, I believe Bandit 7 actually runs away and to this position right here. We can actually beat Camorge to the punch and take these 2 ATCs down. We're going to minimize the amount of experience we get, but we're going to get the kills, which awards far more experience than normally doing any damage to the bandits. Okay, so it wasn't Bandit 7 who went there. It was probably a bandit just to the south of Barlow. Bandit 8. No, it wasn't. One of the bandits takes that position. I don't know which one though. Okay, so hitting us, Bandit 9. Okay. Now, we're just waiting for the enemies to finish off their turn, and then we get to attack. Alright, so there's Bandit right there. If we attack him, we lose the opportunity to wipe out Bandit 7 and 9, so we are not going to attack that one. We're going to, let's see. Bandit 7 would be able to be one-shot by Camorge if he decides to attack Bandit 7. That's the problem with the AI. You don't exactly know what they're going to do. Even if an enemy is about to be defeated, sometimes they'll just ignore it and move on to a different enemy. But let's instead put Reyna here, and we'll do a normal thrust on the side. Go, Bastion can go back here. And he can't one-shot, which is unfortunate. So we're going to stop here and hope. And if Camorge hits this bandit, we can take the kill. No. Okay, so he did move to Bandit 9. So the rumors were true. These soldiers are out of control. They are attacking innocent travelers with Imperial ATACs, disgracing the very empire they pledged to serve. Franco, Halak, we have some discipline to met out. Father, 3 more Imperial ATACs just appeared on the canyon ridge. We're in serious trouble. Okay, so the thing about Sadira and the team and Franco and Halak, who just showed up, is they're not enemies, they're going to be allies. So the problem with this, though, is that they're AI controlled, and they're going to, as soon as Sadira gets attacked once, she goes on a rampage and starts wiping out all the bandits around her. So we probably could get maybe one enemy ATC from up here on the ridge, but getting 2 or more is very difficult unless you quickly defeat these bandits down here. So let's go ahead and use thrust. We're gonna have Reyna take that kill. Let's not have Reyna take that kill. Instead, we're going to have Bastion take the kills. Like I said, we still need him powered up for Dion's test. It is an incredibly powerful, it's an incredibly difficult mission, and a massive difficulty spike. If you've ever been in there, you'll understand why. Oh, so Bandit 3 takes that position. Okay, so we can attack Bandit 7 here, but who comes next? We don't want Camorge making a kill. Make sure Reyna's comes afterwards. Okay, she comes after, so let's do this instead. We'll attack Bandit 7 from the side. Camorge should not be able to... Okay, so he'll be able to take this position, but I don't think he would actually walk behind here and leave Bandit 9 alone. So let's attack from the side with Bastion, and we'll move Reyna behind Bandit 7. We already have Slash and Thrust. What we need now is Strong Slash, and that requires 8 base, 7 power, and 6 dexterity. So you have to take into account these numbers aren't representative of the actual stat allocation. It's representative of only your non-equipment stat allocation. So Bastion has 4 base already, but we have to add the white ticks, and he actually has 7 base right now. So if we give him 1 to his base and then 2 to his power, all we need to do from here on is increase his dex by 1 more point, and we'll get Strong Slash. And then once we get Strong Slash, we're going to start being able to one-shot from the back, of course, not from the front, unless we freeze the enemy first. And that one-shotting is very important. I thought those 3 were Imperials, but they're fighting on our side. Okay, we're going to put Reyna back here. And this is literally just to keep Camorge from potentially making an attack. And she'll one-shot him. So we're just going to leave Reyna right here. Okay, that is a huge amount of damage that he just took. Let's weaken Bandit 8 a little bit. There we go. And unfortunately, Reyna, even with her long thrust, she's not going to be able to take down the bandit who Camorge is attacking right now with a long thrust. If she had more power, she would be able to. Fortunately, she doesn't. She's actually really weak in the beginning of the game, but as the game goes, as the story progresses, she actually becomes pretty powerful. And as you can see, even though Sadira is level 2, her rampaging skills, and I mean rampaging as in destroying everything, is very, very high. Okay, let's go check here. So Camorge comes after. He's going to attack Bandit 3 in one shot. So what we can do with Reyna is move her this way. We can try and do a long thrust. That is a super low accuracy, but there's a chance of it actually hitting, so there we go. Like we got the free kill. Excellent. And didn't level up, which is unfortunate. If we move, we have to stay here because Camorge... No, actually, Camorge is moving after Bastion. So if we move here, we can attack this bandit and take the kill. 893. Okay, Camorge's probably going to back attack. He's going to do a side attack. He's making very interesting moves, by the way. Ione, she's going to attack from the side again. We'll use a normal slash. We're just focusing on weakening this bandit for Bastion to take the kills. The only reason why we gave Reyna the kill was solely because Camorge would have taken it if we didn't take it. let's get this kill now. There we go. Bastion should level up at this point. Maybe. No, he hasn't. Okay. So we're going to lose this kill to Camorge. Let's double check that. So first off is Reyna. So she can actually get that kill. What we're going to do instead is move in front of this bandit, and we're going to take this kill with Bastion. I don't believe Camorge can actually reach that bandit unless the bandit decides to move behind Bastion. Camorge shouldn't be able to take it. Okay, Reyna can make the kill. Let's see, can she do a lot of damage from the side? Yes. Now remember, attack from the front rewards the most experience. It decreases as you progress, as you move around towards the back. Alright, so Reyna, she's going to need strong thrust right now. She has a unique attack called Reyna's Trick, but that requires a ton of stat allocation in order to achieve. So we're going to avoid that for now. Now she's going to learn Strong Thrust, which has the same stat requirements as Strong Slash. So that's 8 base, 6 power, and 7 dexterity. She already has the power allocated. We'll give it to dexterity, and then we'll upgrade base next time she levels up. And Bandit 8. Let's move. Okay, so this is something I'm thinking about right now. Camorge, if this bandit moves here or here, can make an attack on it and wipe it out, because its HP is low enough that it can happen. I don't think it's going to happen though, because Camorge will probably start running up the ridge and sniping kills from the back. So let's move Reyna back here to get 2 snipe kills herself. Interesting. I've never had him go down this way before. He shouldn't attack for a Bastion. Let's double check that. Oh, he is. Camorge. Let's just go ahead and attack. We'll take the kill. Or not. And I'd like to say we could dodge this, but 47% is actually really hard to dodge. You'll see in a second. Wow, she dodged it. Okay, we got lucky in that case. RNG is on our side, and these bandits are attacking me. Strange. Looks like the positioning that I just performed is actually working. Because usually, by this point, all the enemy ATCs are attacking Franco, Halak, and Sadira, and I cannot get any experience kills from them whatsoever. Yeah, you're on a rampage. Halak is actually very powerful, so she can easily snipe kills. She's as dangerous as Camorge. And he's avoiding Bandit 8. This is what I mean. Even though there is a bandit who can be easily killed, sometimes the AI just completely avoids attacking them. Okay, so we're going to move to side. We don't have Strong Slash yet, so we'll attack from over here, and we'll do a normal thrust. There we go. Now, we have Dex 5 right now. So all that's going to require is Dex 7. So there we go. That's Dex 7. It looks like Dex 6, but it's not. You have to add the white tick to it. So we've got ourselves Strong Slash. The next one to learn would probably be a dormant skill. And that Reflect Attack needs 6 base and 12 power. That's going to be useful in Dion's test, so we're going to work towards that. They are only learned from the blue ticks, the base ticks, the pilot, character, stats. No equipment required. So you have to pay attention to those ones. So currently he has base 5, so he needs base 6 and power 12 to get Reflect Attack. So we need to level up 2 more times and give all the stat points to power in order to learn it. And we got ourselves our Strong Slash. We're going to make Bastion be able to kill more opponents more easily. Alright, let's walk behind, and we're going to take this kill. Or not? Who comes next? It's very important you pay attention to who's going to attack next, or you lose a lot of kills and experience. So Ion's going to come next. She's not going to be able to reach the bandit. Devlin and Barlow don't attack. Sadira could potentially chase the bandit and kill it. Halak is right beside it, so she'll definitely kill it, and Camorge is next. Alright, that's who has low HP. Okay, who has a higher level? Okay, this bandit does. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to attack this bandit. Not with that. We're going to move back a little bit. We're going to see if we can long thrust and have... No, we can't long thrust. Okay. Can we long thrust from here? Yes, we can. Alright, there we go. We're going to attack. Get a lot of experience. We're going to move back to... We're going to stay right here and end. Now, unfortunately, Ione isn't going to reach anybody, so she can't block off any squares, any tiles from the AIs. We could attack, but dodging would be more ideal. We could try and keep her alive. Morale is not important whatsoever in the Ruin route, so you don't have to care about paying attention to it. It's only really important in the Kingdom route. Actually, it's vital in the Kingdom route. Alright, so we're gonna have to move, try and get around Reyna. And Reyna can act from here, do a long thrust, and although she can do a long thrust there's the issue of the AI allies taking a kill. So we have Franco coming next, but he might just end up attacking the bandit behind him. Then we have Bastion coming up. So let's do this. Let's hope this works out. Bastion's going to move 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So that leaves 30 AP left if he gets to here. Oh, he's not even going to be able to reach it. Okay. So he's not even going to reach this bandit right here. So we're at an issue. He could probably take this one. So here's what we can do. We're going to long thrust bandit 1 just to get the experience. We're going to move here and stop. And then we're going to bring Bastion up to the other bandit and hope it's still alive. Okay, good. And Bastion might be able to get the kill. No. Franco blocked it off. Okay. Alright, looks like we're going to lose Bandit 1, which is a ton of experience because it has the highest experience in this battle. Or the highest level. Yeah, there goes Sadira. Alright, so we leveled up a little bit. We searched everywhere, but there were no other survivors of the attack, nor did I expect there to be. Never in any of my battles have I seen such senseless carnage. Nor have I. Those sadistic freaks took pleasure in killing these people. We did not detect them until it was too late. My friends begged them for mercy. I heard their screams. I think I'm going to be sick. This is truly a dark day in the history of the Junaris Empire. And who are you to show such concern for the Empire? Are you not an Imperial citizen? Surely you recognize the face of your princess. The Imperial Princess. We have received many reports of soldiers using the power of the Empire for criminal acts. I journey here to investigate the rumors, and I have now confirmed them beyond any doubt. How can you be so clinical after witnessing this travesty? Imperial soldiers cut down innocent travelers and took glee in their deaths. You shouldn't be ashamed at what has taken place here, Princess. You should be horrified. Is this what your precious empire stands for? The slaughter of the innocent and the desecration of the dead? Why do you not speak, Princess? Have my words chipped at the royal heart of ice. Answer me. I. Lower your voice, Bastion. We all recognize the tragedy which has unfolded here. We thank you and your escorts for aiding us in the battle, Princess. I can't believe that father is being so courteous to the child of the Empire himself. He represents everything I've always been taught to detest. Indeed, we are in your debt, good sir. Without your considerable strength, I doubt we could have prevented the rogues from prevailing here. In my humble opinion, there's no need for us to quarrel when our intentions were the same. Really, I always thought the Empire's intent was to plunder from anyone and everyone. You're probably upset that these people won't be around to pay any more travel tolls. I have had entirely enough of your misguided anger, boy. I've come here to stop these bandits from committing these horrible acts. Sadira speaks the truth. It is the will of the princess to halt the anarchy and the bloodletting. Why do you believe otherwise? Why? Look at the senseless death before you, sir, and perhaps you will begin to understand. Hey, you self-righteous boy with the big mouth. You seem to think that's only the Empire which visits evil acts upon the innocent. I assure you, the Parasia Kingdom has abused its power just as much, if not more. Impossible. Wrong. Very possible, and very real. Have you ever seen the terror these armies cause? Butchers are butchers, regardless of the crest under which they shed innocent blood. I admit that I have not seen the terror you have, sir, but I have never seen the kingdom's armies cause an atrocity like this, whereas I have seen them cause similar acts more times than I can count. The insanity of war drives the most honorable of men to commit the most unthinkable acts. The kingdom and the empire wage their endless battles, and the people of the continent endlessly suffer. Yes, I want the suffering to end, sir. That's why I'm here. I'm going to stop the war. I'm going to restore peace to our land and our people. I shall not forget this day, and I shall not fail. Franco, it's time to depart. Yes, Highness. I pray we shall not encounter another such scene in our travels. Had we met under a different set of circumstances, good sir, I believe we could have been friends. But you have my respect regardless of your feelings about the Empire. My respect follows you in kind, Franco. You know my name, sir, but I know not yours. I am Camorge. Camorge and Bastion, I believe you said earlier. Take care in your journeys. We should also make haste. Sharks come quickly at the scent of blood. Father, I suppose your long face means you believe we should invite these two travelers to join our party. You already saved both our lives, and now you would help us again? Your kindness knows no bounds. Yeah, thanks a lot. I really don't want to get beaten up again. Devlin, this is my special friend Barlow. It's nice to meet you. Would you guys have any food? I have a glandular disorder. Makes me want to eat a lot. Well, hello everybody. You weren't thinking of leaving without me, were you? Of course not. And who are you? You're alive. Ha! I knew those damn bandits could never have slain the infamous Andrew. Your Highness, you appear to be troubled. What news has caused your noble brow to furrow? Why was I not informed of your plans to travel into the war zone, Faulkner? You know how strong my desire to join you on the field of battle runs within me. It is entirely unacceptable that Sadira should be allowed to engage the enemy when I am not. Please forgive me, Highness, but we have discussed this many times in the past. You are the immediate heir to the Empire Duyere. Your safety is my utmost concern. I cannot allow our future king to act frivolously where his life is at risk. You understand that? Yes, Faulkner. I am acutely aware of the many burdens placed upon me since my birth. But the fact remains that the desire to fight for the Empire I shall one day inherit cannot be denied. And to fight at the side of a legend such as yourself would be at once an honor and a privilege. You flatter me with your gracious words, Prince Duyere. My gracious nature shall turn foul if you continue to deny me the one thing I most crave. But the repairs on your Sarbellus ATAC are incomplete, Duyere. You could not fight at full strength. Then I shall merely fight with more caution, Faulkner. Have you another excuse to proffer? All right, Prince. You may accompany me. But you must promise to obey my orders at all times. Of course, Faulkner. I ask only to be treated the same way as any soldier under your command. But you are no mere soldier, Duyere, and I cannot pretend otherwise. Then at least pretend to pretend, Faulkner. I demand it. As you wish, Majesty. That's better. Prepare my ATAC at once. I'm ready to go. Let's kick some Imperial butt and make tracks for the nearest brothel. Tell me, Devlin, has this man's, ego always been so dangerously inflated? Some people were bred to notice the boorish nature of such a braggart. All I know for certain is that he's an excellent fighter, and he's more than able to hold his liquor. I've never been particularly inclined to ask how he developed either skill. Hey man, don't you know you're not supposed to talk about me like that until you're behind my back? Father, I refuse to believe that the kingdom is as Devlin said, because if his words are true, then there's no reason to fight the Empire, because the citizens of the continent have already lost. Bastion, When we reach Galvez, you will understand why this war must be fought. You will learn. Wait, I detect 2 groups of ATACs, both in front of and behind us. We've been surrounded. More Imperial troops from the looks of them. See? I knew that princess didn't mean a word she said. Her soldiers are still wreaking havoc. These are no rogue soldiers, Bastion. These are the Empire's elite fighters. And I dare not tell you who leads them into battle.